Hello, and welcome to Passing Conversations. Today we're going to read from my book, Morning Coffee, book number 1. And we're going to read story number 2. This is Spotty Dottie, my little puppy, and she's in here with me today. And she likes to be right beside me, so here she is. Okay. So story number 2 is called Blessings. Have you ever known someone and wished you could live in their shoes? Maybe they are famous. Maybe they have won the lottery. Or maybe they have great luck. Perhaps you know someone whose shoes you would not wish to wear. I know someone like this. She is my cousin. When we were children, my cousin was scary. She was older than the rest of us, and she was stronger, faster, and smarter than all of the little cousins put together. She would pull pranks on us and scare us tremendously. As my cousin grew up, she was a little on the wild side. Probably no wilder than most teenagers, nevertheless, she frightened me. As a young woman, my cousin got right with God. She became a strong church-going woman and married a man from her local area. She had children, and her life settled into an average married woman's life. After a while, she divorced her first husband and married a second. One day at work, I received a notice that my cousin's adult daughter had been in an auto accident. She had been broadsided by an 18-wheeler. One wonders how she even survived. My cousin immediately gave up her employment and sat day and night at the hospital with her daughter. She prayed incessantly that her daughter would wake from her coma. Nearly a year later, she did. Unfortunately, her daughter must spend her days relearning life skills. My scary cousin now has custody of her daughter and her daughter's young children. Life will never be the same for any of them. Soon after her daughter and all of her daughter's life-functioning equipment came home, my cousin's father fell ill. Within a very short time, my cousin's father passed away. This was particularly tragic for her because she loved her father so deeply and because her burdens were increased unbelievably. With the death of her father, my cousin assumed the role as leader within her extended family. She now takes care of her disabled daughter, her disabled daughter's very young children, her disabled mother, her 98-year-old grandmother, her nieces, and the mistakes and irresponsibilities of her adult siblings. Her burdens are so heavy and so numerous, I don't know how she carries them. I attended her father's funeral. It was a normal funeral with the usual prayers, music, and sermon from the preacher. During the funeral, my cousin walked up to the pulpit and spoke. To this day, I don't know how she did it. With so many burdens, she spoke of her love for her father and their treasured experiences together. She spoke of the newly acquired responsibilities and burdens that she would now be called upon to bear. She was so vulnerable, so frail, and yet so strong all at the same moment. In an instant, she went from scary cousin to superwoman. She pled with her siblings and her husband to help her with these burdens. As she spoke, I thought to myself, my cousin was still the strongest, the fastest, and the smartest of all the cousins put together. My heart was full, and I was filled with appreciation and admiration for her. Nearly 3 years has passed. This past week at church, my cousin shared her witness of God and her love for Christ. During her witness, she spoke of her dearly departed father, her disabled daughter, her very young grandchildren, her disabled mother, her 98-year-old grandmother, her irresponsible siblings, and her nieces. She called them blessings, not burdens. Thank you for being with us today. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to our channel. Bye-bye.